I'm gonna just do this quick video to talk about the monthly message. I did post it, but this month I thought I would try to do a cool little video and do the reading. That would be fun. So the signifier card here is the Seven of Spades, and it indicates that it's time to basically understand that you have choices to make, that you don't need to go back and collect what was. But it's a good time to focus on the future, go forward. Only you can decide what's more important here. The reminder is not to get caught up in what was and focus on what could be. Openness to the possibilities will make yourself move forward and will help you focus forward. Okay, so then the beginning of the month is the Five of Clubs here, and it's saying that you need to basically free yourself of conflicts. Clubs is a suit of basically careers and workplace environment, and it's indicating the situation is that just to create discord and conflict, and you need to make a choice to free yourself from that conflict, right? So you can choose not to get engaged in it and basically make yourself an example for others to follow. And you don't have to have that conflict unless you actually enjoy it, which most people don't. Mid-month is the Ten of Hearts, which is all focused on happiness and people who you call family. So this card really indicates that you need to use your inner gifts to feel out any situation that's out there that might impact your family realm. Use those inner gifts because you can trust them, number one, and two, it's going to help you maintain your happiness and the happiness of the people around you. So the last card of the month is that Four of Hearts there. It basically indicates that it's time to process how you feel about the world around you. Take time to unplug and dive deep into this processing stuff, right? So the Four of Hearts just says take time out, and then when you come back, you'll be able to readdress everything. The Lenormand message of the month indicates that a lack of resources in your home is due to somebody taking advantage of you. Now, I'll talk about that in the wrap up here. The tarot message there indicates that you should listen to your guide and how you feel about any situation, and try not to let those emotions get the better of you. So the rune here is the rune of hail. The rune of hail is basically undeniable change that's headed your way. Basically, be prepared for things to be completely destroyed before you can rebuild and make things new. And last, that power card, Retreat. I know you may not be able to see it well, but Retreat is just backing up everything I've been kind of saying. It's a card that just says that the best thing to do is retreat from the situation as a whole before you act. That's basically been the theme here. Everything's like going around that idea to take time before you get involved to know how you feel about it. And the only way to do that is to actually take that time, right? You got to do it. All right. The wrap up here is that it seems that there's going to be some hard choices this month. Don't go back into difficult situations until you have time to unplug from it. Perhaps take the beginning of the month, and which suggests you might be experiencing a lot of conflict. In the middle of that conflict, it has made its way back into your home, leaving you with the choice to take time to process what that means for you, right? So tying that into the Lenormand, we can almost read this another way, but the Lenormand, I'll tie it in a minute. The Lenormand message suggests that perhaps someone is taking advantage of your resources when it comes to your home. we tie that into the cards above, I would take it to mean that someone is taking up your time and making you feel bad for not spending that time at work, which takes away from your family. Um, I'll tie it all in here before I get done. So tarot suggests a way you could handle this is to try to listen to your own spirit guide and how you feel about all of this. Just try not to let anger get the better of you. And lastly, that rune suggests that the change is coming if you're ready or not. Finally, the power card reinforces the idea that it's time to step back and address what's going on. So let's tie these in a little bit, because as I'm reading this and looking at this, we can also, as I've read it across, we can read it down. So work creating conflict takes away from your ability to listen to your spirit guide, if we look at the cards that way. Family is all in your home and you feel like you've stepped away from it and you're not sure how you feel about it. And that last line, reading downwards, would be take time to recenter and understand how you feel about somebody taking advantage of you before you allow it to take control and allow anger to take control. It's all about that. I mean, that's kind of awesome, right? Like the whole thing just kind of ties together into this um, basic idea that don't let other people utilize your time or take things up from you, especially in regards from the time that you spend with your family, because you know you have one family, you can always have other jobs, right? I'm not telling you to quit your job or anything like that, but I think that the reading for this month is just indicating that you might want to take some time to really dive deep into how you feel about um, maybe a particular person or an actual job taking up so much of your time. Anyway, I hope that this message reaches who it needs to reach, and I hope that it helps. Have a blessed day.